While a woman was fiddling with a celestial model, she suddenly made a terrifying discovery. Every 22 years, the 3 suns of this planet are simultaneously blocked by its massive moon. This means that the entire planet will be plunged into darkness, and the next solar eclipse happens to be today. Upon hearing this, everyone's face turned pale with fear, not because of the dark, but because of the terrifying creatures lurking in that darkness, creatures that feast on humans. Just moments ago, their spacecraft had accidentally entered the tail of a powerful comet, and the ship's cabin was struck by countless meteors. Captain John didn't make it out in time and was killed instantly. In a desperate situation, Anna, the vice captain, was left with no choice but to make an emergency landing on this desolate planet. While most of the crew survived the crash, their vital supplies were unfortunately lost during the descent. Even worse, when the crew exited the ship, they were stunned to discover that the planet had 3 suns. Could this be the legendary 3-body system? However, this wasn't the main concern. The real problem was that finding a water source would not be easy. Just as everyone was at a loss, John, the agent, spotted some trees on a distant hill. Where there are trees, there is water. The crew eagerly rushed toward them, but when they arrived, they were horrified to find that the trees were not trees at all, but some kind of enormous, grotesque organism. The landscape before them resembled a giant graveyard, utterly devoid of life. Anna couldn't help but wonder, had the planet's life forms gone completely extinct? But the truth, as always, was even more despairing. Fortunately, the crew soon discovered an abandoned human base nestled in a valley. The base was fully equipped, and to their surprise, there was a fully intact escape shuttle. Although its fuel had run out, Anna pointed out that as long as they could extract the power source from their ship and replace it, they could safely escape the planet. However, as expected, disaster struck quickly. Rick, who had been tasked with burying their fallen comrades, discovered that the grave he had just dug had mysteriously opened into a hole. Curious, he approached the hole, only for a creature to emerge from it and drag him deep underground in an instant. When his companions heard the gunshots and arrived at the scene, all they found were bloodstains on the ground and Riddick, standing nearby, seemingly unfazed. Given his criminal record, everyone immediately assumed Riddick was the murderer and locked him up. But Anna, after observing the scene, suspected something was off. Taking a huge risk, she ventured into the cave and uncovered an even more horrifying truth. The planet was not devoid of life after all. Deep beneath the surface, there were massive, fast-moving creatures.